Yo, what's up guys, it's Jack and welcome back to another video. And as I'm making this right now and as I'm looking at the date, it's been 2 years since I started doing this whole YouTube thing. So like last year's tradition, I am going to continue this tradition and to make a video on the 2-year anniversary. Now granted, it's not exactly the date, the exact date. I think I'm about 2 days off according to my calculation. Actually, excuse me, I'd say about 4 days off. But hey, like they say, better late than never, right? But I wanted to do something a little bit different in this video other than the gameplay that you're seeing in the background, because usually I post Call of Duty, but those of you that have been with me for quite a while now will know that recently I've been getting into Halo, and at the same time there will always be Call of Duty content, and I will be changing things up to keep things interesting. But for everybody that really just enjoys Call of Duty and that looks for the Call of Duty, worry not, that will continue to be happening as far as the gameplay background is concerned. But what I wanted to do specifically for this video in particular is I wanted to share something that kind of relates to the gameplay here in a sense, and you'll find out about it in a few minutes, in just a little bit. But it's also something very personal. Specifically this last year, some of you may or may not know that almost a year ago now, my father passed away, and it's been one of those things to where, you know, life just changes. And the thing is, the biggest thing that I wanted to share with you guys is like my biggest lesson this last year, not just necessarily YouTube related, but just life related in general, and that is, no matter how much you try to plan ahead and to think ahead and to kind of make a prediction on how things are going to end up being, and you kind of, you know, you kind of try to predict the future, so to speak. Obviously nobody can do that, but you kind of plan ahead and you're going to be like, okay, at least this is going to happen, I'm going to be like this, things are going to work out like this, and all that, and this is going to happen and all that. Life will show you sometimes out of nowhere that you just can't predict anything. and nothing will surprise you like life itself. And sometimes even more so than that is that sometimes you just need to slow down and kind of just live in the moment and enjoy life. Because sometimes due to work, or sometimes because of our responsibilities or the things that happen, or whatever the case may be, because everybody has a unique case of their own in life. But I like to think that we're all kind of similar, because we all are riding on the same boat. But even though we may not have 100% of the same experiences, we are riding the same boat. So we can find common ground on everything that we go through in life. And you know, sometimes we just need to slow the hell down and just kind of live in the moment. And a lot of times we don't live in the moment because we're focused too much on the future, whether that's trying to save money, or whether that's because we're just focused too much on work and because we work too much, or more than the average person, or whatever's going on, drama, no drama, everything in between, whatever it is that's going on. Sometimes we just need to stop and slow down a little bit and just kind of take a moment and just enjoy the fact that we're okay, we're here, and you know, we need to enjoy what we have. Now obviously some of us have more than others, some of us has less than others, but we all have something. And the thing is, sometimes we just need to look at that and just enjoy it, because you never know when you're going to have it again, when that may leave you again, whatever it may be, whether it's a person or whether it's something different, like something that you once had and you don't have anymore, anything like that. So you just need to stop by and just take a few moments and just enjoy it, because those are the things in life that are just truly worth it. You know, I mean, it's the little things. It's all about the little things, and they all add up to be one big thing, as sometimes my dad used to say. And I will say this though, even though he's gone, he obviously still lives in spirit. And the thing is, it almost feels like he hasn't been gone, because he's had a tremendous influence on my life. And the thing is, I hear him more now, and the things he used to say to me, and all the wise things he used to say to me with the countless conversations we used to have, I hear him more now than I did even more when he was alive, because when he was still with us. Because the thing is, like, those lessons, they just seem to carry even more weight now, because they're just so valuable. I mean, they're priceless, and those are the things that kind of live on when that person is no longer here in bodily form with us. So but the thing is, the biggest thing that I wanted to basically share, and just if I can, I don't know exactly what the age demographic of the people that watch this video is, but for those of you specifically that are younger, or even for those of you that are fortunate, or even for those of you that haven't lost anybody, you know, whether you lose somebody or whether you've lost somebody or not doesn't matter right now. What matters is that you just overall, you just take that moment and you just take a few seconds to just appreciate everything that you have, no matter how much it is, whether it's little or whether it's a lot, the people in your life, your friends, and sometimes everything else that we take to be big deal, that we take as a big deal, sometimes you just gotta think back and just say, you know what, sometimes everything else is just bullshit. Let's just not think about that for a day and just take a few moments and just appreciate that we have what we have. So, because sometimes we tend to forget about those things because the other things in life that kind of interfere, or whether it's because of things that happen or whatever or whatnot, it sometimes it could take that appreciation away because you're just too focused on the task at hand for that one time. And sometimes that task at hand can end up taking so much of your time that basically you just become almost like a machine, and you just don't, you know, it's almost like you lose a part of your humanity. So that's basically what the best way I can describe that, actually. And the reason why I decided to use this gameplay, besides trying to show off the fact that I've gotten better at this game and my shot is more steady and I've devoted my time into becoming better at this game, but it's also the fact because of what happens at the end of the game. And that kind of correlates with what I'm discussing here, is that, you know, you're not going to win them all. You're not always going to succeed. You're going to run into bumps on the road. You're going to run into things that you never saw coming. And, you know, the important thing is that you keep going, and you also try to live in the moment and not let that escape you, because living your life and kind of being aware of what is around you and what's happening and just appreciating those little things is what ends up making life that much more worth living. And all the other things like things like, let's say, a house or a car or your belongings and all that. Now, I know for some people, though, that means a lot more to them than other people, but when it comes to those other things, those little things, those special things, like, you know, like the words that somebody says, whether they're somebody that you know personally, or whether they're a family member, or whether it's just some person from work, or whether it's somebody you just met 5 seconds ago, things like that, or just appreciating, like, for instance, let's say you're in good health right now. Appreciating the fact that you're in good health, you know, is something to kind of just wake up and be happy about. And sometimes we don't even think about that because we're just too focused on these other things that kind of drive that energy away. So if there's anything that I can give to you to take away from this video, is try within, as best as you can, try to appreciate the moment, and try to appreciate those little things, those things that don't cost anything, those things that are a piece of something special that can't be bought. So, and I apologize if I was stumbling here and there at this commentary. I'm a little rusty. It's been a couple weeks, but yeah, that's what I wanted to show, and that's why I decided to show Halo. I know I lost the match, but that's kind of why. Even though I lost the match, I played a damn good game and I stood out. And sometimes you're not going to win every single challenge in life, but what you can do is do your absolute best and stand out. And if there's anything you take away from this commentary, I hope it's that. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you got something out of this commentary. Thank you for those of you that have been here for a long time, and for those of you that are new, thank you for deciding to hit that subscribe button and just give nice comments in the comments section and all these little things. It really means a lot. I apologize for the recent inconsistencies, but like I said, work and life have been kicking my ass a lot harder than I thought they would this season, but I will bring it back again, and I am looking forward to it. And as always, if you like the video, let me know, and if you don't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.